fabricated version, but the whole thing. It's very important that you cover everything. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You're looking good. How have you been?
Okay.
How was the Salah?
Great from what I was told.
No celebration from your end?
No, not at all. It's okay, confirm it.
Are you ready for today's proceedings?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely. Welcome. All of you are here today. I hope you cover the entire proceeding. Not the translated version, but the whole thing. It's very important that you cover everything. I want you to understand that because IPOB was founded on a non-violent principle, and we maintain that up until this very day. And everything, of course, and some of these soldiers, we are told, are also our people. Is that correct? Yes. And the family is now in mourning. Yes. So all the making of young widows is condemned in entirety. I don't want it. I don't want anybody to die. Yes. We are fighting for freedom. Then how can we fight for that at the same time? It's not possible. We want people to be free. That's what we're fighting for. Nothing more. We've suffered a lot in Africa. I don't know if you know that. Africans have suffered from slavery in Arabia to slavery in Europe to slavery in America. So I think we should focus our time and devote it towards making sure that this continent stands up to what God promised it is going to be. And that's why we're doing what we are doing.
Thank you.
Right from time, I know that federal government cannot just release Nnamdi Kanu easily. Because one thing they have in mind is this. If we release Nnamdi Kanu, and this man is not even ready to bring the volume of his agitation low. This man is not even ready to compromise about his agitation like Wazurike then, what is it called, Sari Dokubo then. These people agitated like Nnamdi Kanu before. But today, after their arrest, they quench their spirit and so on and so forth. That was a strategy Buhari used to make sure that he will just reduce the high spirit of Nnamdi Kanu, because they see that anytime Nnamdi Kanu is talking, he's in the high spirit, he meant what he say and he say what he mean. So these people really strategize to make sure they weaken this man's spirit. But the question is, you saw Nnamdi Kanu caught in today. Does he look like someone who is even worried about anything? This man is not worried about anything, no. He's not even worried about what you do. He's not even worried about his detention. He is focused. One message he continued to pass is this, that he don't want to achieve this Biafra with violence, that he don't want to achieve this Biafra by killing people, because he is fighting for the people, not just for the Biafran people, not just for the Nigerians, he is fighting for the soul of Africa. The most painful thing about, this agitation of Nnamdi Kanu is this. The federal government don't want to jail him. Believe me, the intention of federal government of keeping Nnamdi Kanu is not to jail him. Even though their intention is not all about to just release him. Their intention was, let me keep this man so that this agitation will end. But that was where they misfired. Because keeping Nnamdi Kanu has not stopped Biafra agitation. Keeping Nnamdi Kanu has not stopped anything at all. In fact, it increases. Right from the day Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, he was kidnapped, brought back from Kenya. Look at everything that happened. That was where Simon Ekpa came out. So many people started trooping into this issue of agitation. People were not taking this agitation more serious like this before. But now it seems that everyone is talking about it. Then, that leads to the information I received today. Someone who is very close to the prosecutor of Nnamdi Kanu told me today that the federal government has offered another negotiation to Nnamdi Kanu, but the negotiation has not taken place. So I believe it could be after the court process today, or it could be tomorrow. But what they are saying is that the federal government is about to negotiate with Nnamdi Kanu about his release. What are they going to negotiate about? Well, I don't really know. So after this man has told me this, I'm not going to call his name. If you point finger to another person, it is your business. I'm not responsible for your understanding. I'm only responsible to what I'm saying. So I know that for the past week now, a lot of people have been giving Tinubu ultimatum to release Kanu, including Ike Clerk, including Niger Delta groups, and so on and so forth. People want him to be released, and I believe that Tinubu is feeling the heat. And also, the judgments that the Attorney General of the Federation said that he's not aware about Kanu's case. Kanu's lawyer also packed the whole judgment that they have freed Kanu before to Attorney General of the Federation. Now, the issue is this. What they are compromising, what they are thinking about, what is making them to compromise about this man release is just what I told you. This man is not giving up. This man is not even telling us that, okay, release me, I will not agitate again. This man means what he is doing. And immediately we release him from that day, this agitation is going to start again. That is the fear. Not any other thing. There is nothing that is making them to have fear again. No. So let us see what is going to come out from this negotiation. Probably Nnamdi Kanu will not be released by court. And then Nnamdi Kanu will not be jailed by court. So these two things might be out of the table now. No release from court, no jail by court. So what we have been clamoring since, federal government negotiate, because you won't be able to win this case. You won't be able to succeed all these things. You won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do that. It's like they have come in to realize their senses now.
The continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu within the DSS premises of the Nigerian government is a money-making scheme for the DSS.
You can quote me anywhere, anything.
For every court appearance that Nnamdi Kanu comes out for, the DSS makes as much as 500 million naira.
Yes.
You are hearing that from somebody who has been in that same position where Nnamdi Kanu has been. And as such, if an organization like the DSS makes that much money, do you think they would want to release Nnamdi Kanu?
Never.
So we see where his continuous detention is coming from.
Going anywhere.
No judge, just like our guest has said, no judge has found anything incriminating about Nnamdi Kanu.
He's been discharged twice.
He's been discharged twice.
Even if Supreme Court said it, that it was Nigerian government that violated his bail by invading his compound, that he didn't jump bail. That was what the Supreme Court rules.
In the previous court proceeding, Nnamdi Kanu promised that he is going to defeat the federal government in the same court, that they don't have anything against him, that previously they charged him with treasonable felony. And he asked, where is the treason now? Because the charges have been thrown into the mud. So from all angles, it seems that what Omoyonde Sowore is saying that the DSS, the Department of State Service, are benefiting from the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Just imagine where you have an office where you can have 500 million naira every 2 or 3 months that they adjourn the case to. Could this be the reason why Nnamdi Kanu have not been released? Let us listen to the end of the interview.
You've been in DSS detention. Another Nigerian who has been very vocal like you was also been in DSS detention and who has solicited so much attention from Nigerians. It's Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
I'm sure you might have had interactions with him. Sorry if I call him Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
That is a title that his followers have bestowed upon him, Nnamdi Kanu, MNK. And this is a man that has passionate followership. He has passionate, loyal followership from a certain region of Nigeria and all over the world. From your experience with him and all that, what do you think? Is there his followers would be watching and they want to know, do you think in any nearest future Nnamdi Kanu will be released, or you think that the Nigerian government will continue to play their hanky-panky game to keep him in detention? What should his followers expect from the Nigerian government?
Listen, nobody can hold him down. It's just a matter of time. They will have to leave him and leave him forever. This is what happened to leaders of social movements that are unique in their origin, in their makeup, composure, and character. They will come, the state will go after them, but they'll become stronger as much. The more oppression they get, the stronger they become, the more passionate followers they command. So what Nigerian state is trying to do is to see if they can break him. But unfortunately, he has passed that stage. He can't be broken anymore. Even if he breaks at this point, he has created an unbreakable movement and message. So the best you can do is to find accommodation with him. And you saw what he did in court last time. It shows that he's still very much cognitively aware of his role in history. It's the same thing I told them when before they arrested me in 2019, that there's no judge that has ever tried history and succeeded. You know, we are people of history. And that's what came to pass. One day, they were the ones who went to court and said, "My lord, we want to withdraw the charges against you." But I told them from day one, I told the judge, they were religious. I said, "This is rubbish, madam." Say, read the judgment, read the charges. I said, when they finished reading, I said, "I don't understand." But my lawyer said, I should plead not guilty. The judge was riled. I'm looking at her, she's a very pesky judge like that. I'm looking at her, I said, "Look at this one."
What's the judge's name? Let's call it.
Ijeoma Ojukwu.
Ijeoma Ojukwu.
Yeah. Eventually, she was transferred out of Abuja. She wasn't happy because she felt she was used. You know. But I don't hold any grudge against her. That is her historical role in what I came to do. You know. And the moment that part is over, she had to move on. They even asked her to continue to be coming for my case. He says she's not doing it. Because maybe when the case first came to her table, she didn't know the gravity of what was coming. That she was standing in the way of a tsunami. And when she realized what it was, she had to just step aside. And that's what happened.
So categorically, the judiciary is being held to hold Nnamdi Kanu.
Oh, absolutely. There's all those pronouncements you are seeing in the court system it has nothing to do with the judge. See, what it is that they write these things for the judges is what we want you to say today over this Kanu's matter. Because basically, even other justices in the Nigerian system, including the Supreme Court, practically declare that Nnamdi's case doesn't exist. There's no case against him. Even if they try him for 10 years, they cannot present any evidence. But what they will do is that they will never go to evidence. They'll just be adjourning, come today, come tomorrow, you file this, it's okay. Because all they need to do to waste your time in Nigeria, they adjourn 3 times a year. You come, the judges, they go on vacation from December till around February. Then in February, when they call your case, they push it to April, June. In June, they go for vacation for 2 months. So your case will not come back on September. By September, they are in December. That's what they do.
So they continue detention of.
In my case, for instance, we were in court for 5 years. They presented only 1 witness.
In 5 years.
In 5 years,
the state of Nigeria presented just
one DSS guy who said he saw me at Ikeja, that I said there was going to be a protest. That's the only witness.
For Nnamdi Kanu,
they have not presented any. There's nobody that I'm aware of, and I go to court on his behalf every day, but they will never allow me to enter the court. They're always waiting for me. I still went to court before the last hearing, and I was struggling with the DSS people outside there. I have footage of it. They collected my phone. I collected it back. It was a scuffle. It was a scuffle in front of the court because I told them, I said, if it's not that Nigeria is useless, how can DSS come in front of the Federal High Court? Some of them don't even have YX certificate. To now be marking the name of lawyers. I told the lawyers, your MBA in Nigeria is useless. How can DSS be telling which lawyer can enter Federal High Court and which lawyer? And I told the DSS guy when they came and were returning my phone to me, I said, why are you wasting your time bringing Kanu to the court here? Just use one of your conference rooms, find a kangaroo judge, go and sentence him there. Why are you doing all this drama? But the reason they bring Kanu to court is they make a lot of money from bringing him to court. They spend an average of 500 million naira per bringing him to court. So, yes.
Who makes that money?
It's the DSS.
DSS.
Yes. The DSS budget is not scrutinized like everything. It's just spent.
It's like security votes.
So they just say, we are taking Kanu to court. So we brought this number of cases. We block everywhere. All our security agents are there. Blah blah blah. It's all the scam. So all those paparazzi you are saying.
This is the kind of revelations that we bring forth when we have our amazing interviews on IC Magazine. The continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu within the DSS premises of the Nigerian government is a money-making scheme
It
for
is.
the DSS.
You can quote me anywhere, anything.
For every court appearance that Nnamdi Kanu comes out for, the DSS makes as much as 500 million naira.
Yes.
You are hearing that from somebody who has been in that same position where Nnamdi Kanu has been. And as such, if an organization like the DSS makes that much money, do you think they would want to release Nnamdi Kanu?
Never.
So we see where his continuous detention is coming
not
from.
going anywhere.
No judge, just like our guest has said, no judge has found anything incriminating about Nnamdi Kanu.
He's been discharged twice. Like,
he's been discharged twice.
Even if Supreme Court said it, that it was Nigerian government that violated his bail by invading his compound, that he didn't jump bail. That was what the Supreme Court rules. But in their own usual confusion and rigmarole, they said, well, let him still go back and answer the rest of the charges. So what the judge would have done is to reinstate his bail, since it was the army that went to get his bail. But it's Nigeria now.
Thank you so much for listening to the end of this wonderful interview. Actually, I believe what Omonde Showore said. What do you think about it yourself? Do you think that the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu is caused by this infringement or benefit that the DSS are gaining from the federal government? Because from all angles, when you read the Supreme Court judgment, of which I have read, you could say that from a layman's language, you would understand that Nnamdi Kanu has been, free from all charges, that he did not jump bail and so on and so forth. So we do not see why the continuous detention of this man continues to linger us.